think, with all these men around, I could find one even vaguely interested. There's hope. I got a note from some guy at the luau last night to meet him here at the catamaran at 3. The 3 About that. Oh. Well, it looks like the only thing I'm going to be taking home from this vacation is a tan line. Oh.
Didn't you tell me that you have a fiancé in Chicago?
Sure, but a girl's entitled to bring back a souvenir, isn't she?
I see. Time for a little more basting.
Time for the plunge.
Water must be real cold, huh?
Whereby the aggrieved party of the first part does consent to contest a lawful testimony by a peripheral party, part and parcel 2. This is gibberish.
Nope, that's legalese.
Well, what's the difference?
Legalese is gibberish written by lawyers at about $200 an hour.
Houston, CJ's on the phone.
Hey, CJ, how's the vacation?
Well, it was fine until late this afternoon. That's when a guest disappeared into the ocean. I was with her when it happened, Houston.
Accident?
I don't think so. Neither does the owner of the club, Andrew Moffat. He's here with me now. And the Coast Guard is still looking for the body. Houston,
Don't tell me you volunteered our services, right?
I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. First thing in the morning, be soon enough.
See you then. Thanks.
I made a terrible mistake, you see. 3 days ago, another girl died.
Janet Rogers, another guest of the hotel. She was found dead at the base of a sea cliff.
The next morning, I received this note.
I killed Janet Rogers. I can kill whenever and whoever I want. But $1 million in cash under the split palm south end of the beach at midnight. Tell no one or more will die.
Nice basic extortion.
I thought the note was some sort of a sick joke. You see, Janet Rogers' death looked like a simple accident. And the local surf punks have been harassing all the club owners in the area. Graffiti, smoke bombs.
So you never really took the threat seriously?
No, I never phoned the police. And I never made the payment. I guess I might as well have drowned Beth myself.
Well, you made the mistake of omission, Mr. Moffat, but you're not guilty of murder. Most important thing is that we try and prevent another one. CJ, you better get on the phone to Hoyt.
Quaid is sending over a forensics team, and he'll be here himself as soon as he can break away.
And we've got to close the club as quickly as possible.
Of course, I don't want to jeopardize anyone else's life. But I don't know where I can raise that kind of money. Mr. Houston, every penny I have is invested in this club.
Worry about the money later. We've got to get the guests safely away from here.
You think there'll be another extortion note?
I'm sure of it. See, once we get the guests away from here, the killer will have no bargaining power. Hopefully he'll move on.
Or kill me.
Mr. Moffat, do you have any idea at all who's behind all this?
For all I know, it could be one of the guests. That's picture Janet Rogers, the first victim. Oh. And this is a picture of Beth Thompson, the second victim.
You have photos of all the guests at the hotel.
We try to take arrival photos of all our guests. They get a picture as a souvenir, and we use the pictures to keep track of who's who, remember them by name. It gives the hotel a more personal touch.
Okay. We have copies of all guest lists, employee records, businesses who supply us. Roughly anybody who has anything to do with the club is right here.
Terrific, thank you.
You're welcome.
Houston, I'm going to take all this info back to the office. Uncle Roy and I will put Baby to work on it. The Coast Guard still hasn't recovered a body.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
I still don't understand what you're looking for.
I don't know, a foothold. Maybe an employee with a past, a guest with a grudge. Maybe a connection between the two victims is something that might let us know why this is happening and who's doing it.
Suppose it's just someone who figures my club is an easy target for $1 million scam.
We pray that he makes a mistake. I'd like to see the spot where the first victim fell.
All right. Where her body was found on the rocks below, we figured that Janet either fell or was pushed from right about here. It was festival night. Torches on the beach, fireworks exploding over the sea.
How many people have been up here since then?
Oh, any number. It's a very popular spot. People come up here to be by themselves or with someone else for a little romantic privacy.
Now, CJ told me that the second victim, Beth, had received a note telling her to meet somebody on a catamaran. Now, Janet Rogers could have been lured up here the same way.
You're right.
Hold it.
That could be Janet's.
Or the killer's.
It's on vacation. I'm here for less than 24 hours and I have to leave.
I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. It's for your own protection.
I'll see if anyone has reported any jewelry missing, and I'll check with the staff, see if they can recognize the earring.
Mr. Houston, this is for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who gave this to you?
Nobody. I found it here on the reception desk.
Thank you. I know who you are. If you care to discuss it further, be at Lomax Cove 230.
No signature.
Where is this Lomax Cove?
I'll point you in the right direction.
Actually, I thought you were a lot smarter than this.
All right, the game's over, and so's this little extortion plot of yours.
Mine. You're the one who killed Janet Rogers.
Wrong. I'm a private investigator. I've been hired to find out who killed her. Who the hell are you? Joey Martin, private detective.
We're on the same side.
Just a reminder, buses will be leaving for the airport every 15 minutes. Everyone must be checked out of the hotel in the next 2 hours.
Houston, you're just lucky I had the presence of mind not to kill you.
You did try and kill me. I'm just lucky you can't shoot straight.
You're just jealous because I'm a lot farther along in this case than you are.
Wait a minute. You want to know how far along I am on this case? I'll tell you, I'm far enough along that I can book you on suspicion of murder.
Me?
Yeah, you. See, I found your earring up on that cliff where the first victim fell to her death. Huh? Huh?
Well, if you were a trifle more observant, Mr. Houston, you would notice that I'm wearing 2 earrings. Unless, of course, you're dumb enough to think that I carry a spare. And if you knew anything about jewelry, you'd know that those are antique. Handmade, very rare. An heirloom. There are only 2 pair in existence. One belongs to me. The other to my sister.
You mean to tell me that the first victim, Janet Rogers, was your sister?
My one and only.
Sorry.
She was divorced last year.
That explains a different last name.
She never quite got over the divorce. I convinced her that a vacation here might be the best medicine. Last week, Janet called me and told me that she'd met a man she was crazy about. That was the morning before she was killed.
Now, you think this fella lured her up to the cliff, pushed her off?
I'm sure of it. 3 days ago, I buried my sister. I stood by her grave and tried to cry. But I couldn't. Not as long as her killer was free.
I understand. Look, what made you pick me for your #1 suspect?
I worked up a profile on the killer based on my sister's description. You matched it. Tall, handsome, brown eyes, mustache. And your car. Janet said he drove a red convertible.
What if you'd killed me?
I'd have had one less suspect to worry about. I've been thinking. I've decided to let you assist me in this case.
Me assist you?
Yeah, well, since we're both working on the same case, it only makes sense that we work together.
I agree, but you can't just come charging into my game
Look,
like...
I've already drawn up a profile on the killer, and I've completed several scientific tests.
Scientific tests?
Yes, the foundation for all good detective work. You see, I took impressions of the footprints up on that cliff before you trampled all over them. Our suspect is 6'2", weighs 170, 180 pounds, and his left leg is slightly shorter than his right leg, which forces him to wear corrective shoes. Now, all of that was readily apparent from the spacing and depth of the footprints.
Any distinguishing birthmarks? Plus, don't forget about the dark hair, dark eyes, and the mustache and the red convertible. CJ, Uncle Roy, this is Zoe Martin.
Hi.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
She's a private investigator. Her scientific methods nearly got me killed earlier.
Well, maybe so, but she also just described our prime suspect.
Club guest list, there was one man whose name was a phony. This man.
He called himself Tad. Tad Peterson.
Tad Peterson does not exist.
But Frederick John Logan does.
Once we had the phony name, Hoyt was able to track down Logan from the fingerprints on the traveler's checks he used to pay his club bill.
Convicted felon. Extortion is his specialty.
According to Hoyt's sources, he is very professional, very persistent.
But why did he choose my beach club?
Well, it's isolated, rather small, caters to the rich.
That's his M.O., Mr. Moffat. A year ago, he pulled the same number, an exclusive club on Long Island. The result was 3 dead bodies and $2 million ransom.
We're dealing with a very calculating, methodical, and lethal businessman.
So my only sister was a victim picked at random. For business reasons.
Says here that he's got dark hair, dark eyes, mustache, weighs 178 pounds, and wears corrective shoes.
Somehow I don't quite feel like saying I told you so anymore.
Go find him, Zoe.
It looks as though the Coast Guard divers have found something else.
Thank you. I tried to get here earlier, Houston, but I got a gang war in progress, a major drug bust about to go down, and some psychos running around killing hookers. Whoever named this place the City of Angels got a sick sense of humor.
Well, at least we've identified the man behind this one.
Any luck on the all points on Logan?
You know, an APB is hardly sufficient. We need protection for Moffat, a tracer on his telephones, and a rotating staff of at least 3 detectives to patrol the grounds in case Logan decides to make a ransom note drop.
Just what I need. Another private eye.
Would you let me handle this, please?
Houston, he's just a cop. Don't let him bully you.
Just a cop?
He's just trying to help us.
Just a cop?
We don't want him getting in our way.
Your way?
He is on our side.
Houston, we've got the situation under control.
Hey, hold it! Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, we'll sit down. We'll logically go through this and discuss the next best course of action. All right?
Look,
like
wait,
I said,
we've got
first
a
thing we've
note.
got to do is get protection
We have
on
got 2
Moffat. Secondly, you
victims
got
who don't
tracers on the
seem to have
telephone.
anything in
Thirdly, I
common.
don't know how you can
I found
possibly
an
get by with
earring
less than
up
3
on a
guards in
cliff.
this place.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 3.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You should have listened to me, Moffat. You should have paid me off when you had the chance.
Okay, maybe I made one mistake. Tried to make the murders look like accidents so the cops wouldn't get involved. No matter. You're still gonna give me what I want. I really didn't want to have to kill anyone else, but you forced my hand, Moffat, so I've enclosed a picture. Study it carefully, my friend. Very carefully. Because by the end of the night, someone in this picture is going to be dead. Perhaps then we'll talk business.
Got to track down all the guests in this photograph. Put them under some kind of protection.
Most of them are from out of state. Some of them have gone to other clubs to finish up their vacations. It could take all night.
Better brew some more coffee, Mr. Moffat.
I'll call and arrange for extra personnel.
CJ, I think it would save a lot of time if you went back to the office, ran all the hotel guest names through Baby. See if we can find out where they can be located now.
Okay, on my way.
He's playing with us, you know.
Yeah, I know that. Worst part is he's winning.
Looks like there are 15 people in this bus, but we may have to have the picture enlarged to see the ones in shadow.
Logan told us to study the picture carefully.
So what's your point?
Maybe we shouldn't be looking for the obvious.
Like instead of one of the guests being Logan's target, could be someone else, like, say, the bus driver?
CJ.
picked a worthy adversary. You saved the woman's life. Congratulations. But that won't stop me. No, just makes it more interesting. And because you've involved other people, the ante of our little game has gone up. Deliver $2 million to the phone booth in Franklin Park on the corner of Miramar and Maine. 2 p.m. today. Come along. No cops. Please don't make me kill anyone else.
$2 million. I was having trouble raising one. I'm telling you, I don't have that kind of money.
You know, Logan doesn't know that. We've got to go ahead with the drop as though we had the money. Hopefully that'll buy us enough time before he finds out we're bluffing. It's the only shot we have at him.
Big risk, boy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to make the drop. Hoyt will back me up.
I'll arrange to have you wired.
I think it'd be best if Matt drove Moffat's car.
Houston, I'm going with you.
You know as well as I do that if Logan sees 2 people in that car, he may bolt.
Logan killed my sister. I'm going to nail this guy.
I know how you feel, but under the circumstances, there's no way...
You can't leave me behind.
Do you always get what you want?
Most always.
All right, I'll talk to Hoyt, see if you can ride in one of the tail cars.
Ride along in one of the tail cars? Forget it.
I told you this is too dangerous.
Forget it. Just forget it.
He's wired. Get the drop-off point covered?
A couple plainclothesmen are there already.
I hope they keep their distance. Let's go. Yeah?
You're not Moffat.
No, but I work for him. He was afraid to meet with you. Now, I am here, I've got the money, and I'm alone.
We'll see. There's a phone in the park on the other side of the hill. Be there in 2 minutes for further instructions, or you're a dead man.
He's suspicious. I've got 2 minutes to get to the other side of the park. He's testing me to make sure that I'm alone. Just be careful. We'll blow the whole setup.
Stop worrying. We'll keep our distance. But when you're ready to make the drop, give us the location and we'll be there.
Satisfied?
Not until I get the money. But at least I'm certain you aren't being followed. Meet me at the east end of the park where you'll find a closed refreshment stand. 10 minutes.
Well, all right, it worked. He thinks I'm alone. Just don't get too close to me.
Sure, sure. But where's the drop point?
Wants me to meet him in about 10 minutes.
Is that a coincidence?
Keep coming.
Hand me the briefcase.
Zoe.
Get away from me, idiot! I'm all right. He's getting away.
Wait a minute.
Oh, nice job, P.I. Bulletproof vest. One of us knows what we're doing.
He outsmarted us, White, plain and simple.
Simple is the operative word here.
And I suppose letting Logan shoot you is your idea of scientific detective work?
I wore a vest. I had the downside
And
covered.
you almost got your backside blown off.
While Logan got away.
We'll catch him.
No, we won't. You're both off the case. From now on, this is strictly police business.
You can't do that. We've been here from the very beginning.
Hello? Okay, now start the tracer.
Moffat, we had an agreement. You broke it. Nobody ever does that to me and gets away with it. I'm sorry. I'll do whatever you say this time. I hope you do. For your sake, because now it's personal. Your guests are safe, but your family isn't. Your beautiful godson in Pasadena, your mother in Ventura, they might be the next target. Or maybe someone else. Maybe you.
How do you know about my family?
I'm a smart man, Moffat. Much smarter than you or your friends. Get the money. $2 million. Or someone you love very much is going to die.
Thank you very much. Could only trace it to section 63. That's as close as they could get.
Let's go, DiMaggio. I'm sorry, Muppet. Logan wasn't on the phone long enough to complete the trace, but we were able to narrow it down to a small area near the port of L.A. Now, I'm going to order every available unit right down there. We'll search door to door if we have to. I want you two to stay out of it. And if you try to pull anything cute, your problem. Let's go, Mother.
You're not going to let him tell you what to do.
I just did, but it doesn't mean I have to listen to him. Are you familiar with the art of scientific detection, Miss Martin? Let's run the last tape Logan sent.
Deliver $10 million to the Fonda and Franklin Park on the corner of Miramar and Maine.
Here.
2 p.m. today.
That whistle in the background. Now, I just heard it when Logan called again.
So?
Or did you hear the sequence of boat whistles? It's a signal that a ship uses when it approaches a drawbridge. There's only one drawbridge in the port of L.A.
There's his car.
Big place.
I'll take the front.
Now, this is turning out to be a hell of a relationship.
This isn't a relationship. This is a business.
Is it?
Okay, you take the front. Considering our past experience with Mr. Logan, I'd say there's a high degree of probability that he'll choose an alternate avenue of egress.
Is that a scientific deduction?
Women's intuition.
Great.
Hello?
I thought you were dead.
Well, I'm not. But you are.
Zoe?
Drop the gun, Houston. This is between Logan and me. He killed my sister.
Hey, look, I know how you feel.
I said drop the gun. Now kick it away. Don't come any closer. If you really know how I feel, you'll let me handle this my way.
Look, let's talk about this.
Let's not.
Zoe, you have got him. The 2 murders, the extortion, they're going to put him away for life. You don't have to kill him.
You sound like Hoyt.
I sound like a professional. This is business, remember?
Is it? Just go get him!
Another order. Mine.
Sorry, Houston. I'm not gonna shoot him. He's not worth it.
I told you I wasn't going to shoot him.
Here you go.
I want to thank you for buying dinner tonight, Houston. We sure don't have restaurants like that back home in Seattle. Are the portions always that small?
Well, it's the least I could do. Take my favorite lady detective out to dinner on her last night in town.
Am I really your favorite?
Of course you are. You're the only lady detective I know.
Well, I think we make a great team.
You do.
With my brains and your... Well, I'm sure we could think of something for you to do.
Well, how very thoughtful of you.
Well, I'm always good to my employees.
Your employees?
I thought you might like to join me back in my Seattle office. Matt, there's so much you need to learn about scientific detection. And you can't rely on brawn and good looks forever, you know. I know you'd have to start at the bottom, but...
Let me tell you what you...
Maybe this is all a mistake. Trying to make a comeback.
Everything's gonna be just fine. Look, what did I tell you? Look at this. Oh, darling.
They did that? For me?
All right, now remember, this is just a rehearsal. Take it easy. Try the numbers. Okay, we're ready.
Good morning. This is Army Archer talking to you from Hollywood. And this is truly a good morning. A morning when beautiful Ramona Landers is back where she belongs, in front of the cameras, for the first time in 12 years, making her new film. Well, we'll be talking to Ramona, and we'll also be talking to her co-star, handsome leading man Todd Gallagher, as well as to the film's financial backer, Mr. Miles Gantry, a most interesting man, a Rodeo Drive jeweler who decided to make his movie business debut by backing this lavish production. And, of course, to brilliant young producer-director, Mr. Bill Claudius, who's at the helm of this multi-million-dollar spectacular.
Crying out loud, she's been in makeup for 3 hours. How long are we supposed to wait?
Until the lady appears, not a moment longer.
I don't understand you. Ramona Landers is a relic, a haunting ghost from the past. Casting the two of us as star-crossed lovers is bloody ludicrous.
It's not too late, Todd. I'll be more than happy to close down production today and recast if you want out of your contract. We can announce it when the press conference starts, if you like.
That's exactly the shot I want in the scene when she's cutting his hair.
I never thought she was going to really come out of retirement.
Still fretting over our leading lady, are we? Come along. The great lady approaches.
Henry, you're still here after all these years.
Well, actually, I retired a couple of years ago, Miss Landers.
Ramona.
When I heard that you were coming back today to start filming again, I called in all my debts so I could be here.
That's the sweetest thing I ever heard.
They don't make stars like you anymore. Not real movie stars.
What you still fail to realize is what can make this tired old love story a classic is the age difference between Ramona and you. It'll be like Bo Derek playing Rick in Casablanca. E.T. as a musical. That's what makes it exciting. Different. Ramona.
Oh, Bill, how nice.
I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see you. You look lovely.
Thank you. I haven't received the changes we discussed.
Yeah, you'll get him tomorrow night at the latest. Good?
Good.
Ramona.
Oh, Miles.
Welcome back, Ramona.
Thank you, Army.
We're all interested to know why you chose Delilah for your film return.
Hey, who you kidding, Army?
Well, if it isn't Todd Gallagher, Ramona's leading man.
What really interests America is what body beautiful health nut Ramona Landers really has in her orange juice. Oh, just as we thought, folks. Almost straight 100 proof vodka. So that's what keeps the old girl so well preserved.
Keep tape rolling.
Todd?
It's just Dane.
He's dead.
There's an old saying that if you want to deal with someone effectively, the first thing you ought to find out is what his passions are. If the lesson that Murray, Houston's senior VP and financial wizard, never has caught on to, I mean, now here he is, way out at the back of Houston's ranch, trying to talk business with Matt while Matt's wrapped up into the passions of his life. Horses and chili. Texas chili, that is. The only real kind.
Own private satellite into outer space just so you can watch the Oiler games live is really not good business practice. I never said it was, Murray.
We get the Grand Ole Opry live, too. It's worth whatever it takes just to get to see Dolly Parton and her...
No, I don't think this is going to get it, fellas. It needs 3 more green chilies and 6 more red.
3 more greens and 6 more reds. That's exactly what I said. Didn't I say that? I said 3 more greens and 6 reds.
Where are you going? To the office.
But I'm telling you, in the hound's ear you did, you were talking jalapeno and cactus. But you're the one that tried to hunt pinto beans in the Texas chili.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. This is the chili that you've been working on all week? This is the chili that you hope to win the contest with? And in doing so, win that horse, a horse that has become so important to you that I have had to cancel 3 corporate meetings and a merger for? I mean, I don't know why you just don't buy the animal.
You see where I come from. We figure winning's twice as much fun as losing. And this here's the chili that's gonna do it. So what's your point, Murray?
Well, if winning the contest and the horse mean all that much to you, why are you cooking out here? Behind the stable, downwind from the pasture.
Oh, you just don't know nothing, do you? This here's Texas chili, the only real kind. The aroma's just all part of it.
Houston, come on!
Stick around for a while, Murray. You might learn something.
Now, wait a minute. Look, I drove all the way out here because you said you weren't coming into the office.
Well, that was before I found out that somebody tried to kill an old friend of mine yesterday. You see, Ramona Landers' daughter called the office about 20 minutes ago, and she thinks she knows who tried to kill her mother.
Ramona Landers? The movie star? You know her?
Know her? Hell, Murray, I bought this ranch from her.
Hey, if you knew anything about Texans, you'd know that practically makes Ramona family.
should know that another one of Houston's passions, the only one that could pull him away from something as important as chili and horses, is helping friends.
Molly, you're all grown up.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you. I didn't know who to turn to.
I told you a long time ago, Molly, if you or your mom ever needed anything, all you had to do was call. And I meant that. Now, CJ tells me you got an idea who tried to kill your mother.
I do. It's my stepfather, J.D. Harris. He's trying to kill her just like he killed my father and twin brother 7 years ago.
Now, that's pretty strong stuff. Have you got any proof?
Well, my twin brother, Eric, who was killed with my father, he told me in a dream.
Would you like to go inside and sit down for a minute?
Okay. First, what you have to know is about my mom and dad. When I try to tell people how much they loved each other, they just kind of smile. I mean, my mom being a famous movie star and my father being an important director. Well, people think they know all about those Hollywood marriages.
Now, listen. You don't have to explain anything about your mother's relationship with your dad. Everyone knows how devoted they were to each other.
Then how could she remarry just 2 months after he was killed in a plane crash? And especially to J.D. Harris. He was only a stuntman. And ever since they've been remarried, he's kept her away from making movies and all of her friends.
What about the movie she's starting now?
Well, that's just it. He couldn't talk her out of this one. And that's why he has to kill her. Because once she's back with her real friends, she'll see he's just been using her. She'll throw him out without a penny.
Doesn't your stepfather own a chain of self-defense schools?
Right, and every one of those schools my mother paid for. It's just like those books he had published. Nothing he does ever makes money. But Mom's made him her beneficiary. That's why he has to kill her. It's because he wants her money. That's what Eric says.
Your dead brother. In the dream.
Yes.
There was no way of telling how much of Molly's suspicions were based on fact and how many were pure fantasy. But Houston reasoned if there was a chance any of them were true, it was best that someone find out.
It's a cozy little place you got here.
My dad bought it for my mom. They named it Casa de Mantua. Mantua is the place where Romeo and Juliet were supposed to live. If you'd wait down there, my mother should be upstairs. I'll go see if I can find her.
This can save more lives and prevent more rapes than having to fight.
Oh, that's him, by the way.
Fighting, impress on them
My
the value of
stepfather.
fast reflexes. Tell them to keep a lock on
Those ladies are his self-defense club managers. He gives them special instruction twice a week.
Hold it. Cammy.
Look, why don't you give me a shout when your mother comes down, all right?
Very impressive.
It's impressive, all right. I just hope it's friendly.
All right, ladies, now you pair off and try.
Hello there. I'll bet you're J.D. Harris, aren't you? I'm Matt Houston. I tell you, I've read a couple of your self-defense books.
You're not welcome here, Mr. Houston.
Yeah, well, maybe not by you, but your stepdaughter, Molly, seems to think her mother would kind of like to talk to me.
Well, that was a mistake.
Now watch my arm.
You see, the police are investigating the attempt on my wife's life, and both Ramona and I feel that's quite sufficient.
Well, then you wouldn't mind if I just stuck around and heard that from Ramona herself, huh?
My wife isn't feeling well. She's spending the day in her room, and I want you off the property as soon as possible. Like now.
Houston, the maid says Miss Landers is coming downstairs now.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Mr. Harris.
I said I want you to leave.
Yes.
I told you I read your book.
Houston, it's so lovely to see you again.
Ramona, you're looking super.
Oh, thank you. I'm just sorry it has to be under this tragic circumstances. My Molly, she's such an impetuous girl. She means very well, but I'm afraid that she's just wasted your time in asking you to come here.
Just seeing you, Ramona, makes it not a waste of time.
Is Molly going to join us?
No, she had to go on an errand. Excuse me, I don't think I know you.
I'm sorry, this is C.J. Parsons. She's my top lawyer and sort of all-around right-hand man. Woman.
Girl.
Girl.
Must be a wonderful person to have Houston put such trust in you. As I was saying, my husband and I have complete confidence in the police investigations.
Mind if I had a sip of that? It's a pretty stiff drink for this early in the day, isn't it?
He makes me. I'm so afraid.
Mona?
Oh, darling, there you are. Houston and I were just talking over old times.
Very tired, darling.
We were just talking.
I think it's time for you to go up to your room.
Now, come on. Surely you couldn't have any objections to a couple old friends just talking, could you?
Sweetheart.
I am a little tired. The strain of the last few days. J.D. always knows what's best. I do thank you both for coming.
Well, I'd like to say it's been a real pleasure, Mr. Harris, but the only problem is, I've never been much good at lying.
Now, Houston figured what was important was when that orange juice was poisoned. If it was before it was put on the table, then there could be a lot of suspects, like any nut who might have worked at the studio. That's only a couple of thousand.
Now, on the other hand, if it was after, it would have had to have been somebody who could have gotten close enough to that table without looking suspicious.
Meaning someone in the interview?
Right. Your favorite Dr. Chuckles.
J.D. Harris himself.
Right, Ramona's husband. We both know what his motive could be, and according to Molly, that's money and lots of it.
Bill Claudius, the, quote, boy wonder of directors, unquote. Miles Gantry owns a jewelry store on Rodeo Drive. Now, from what I could find out, he's completely financing Ramona's movie, some $5 million.
What do you say we pay a little visit to Mr. Gantry, huh?
Rodeo Drive is right in the heart of Beverly Hills. It's said that some of the most expensive shops in the world are found here. And when you're talking about a jewelry store like the one Miles Gantry runs, well, you're not talking about a store that you can just walk into and browse around. You have to make an appointment.
Beautiful Megan wearing diamonds that once had a war fought over them. Our theme for this month's specials is historic jewels in new and exciting settings. The whole ensemble was once $2.1 million. Now marked down to the incredible $1.3 million. Good afternoon. I'm Miles Gantry. May I be of some service?
Matt Houston, this is C.J. Parsons.
Ah, yes, you called about that dreadful incident yesterday. I don't know what I can tell you. It's terrible what happened to Todd Gallagher. You know, he was the type of young man that everyone liked. He was perfect for that role. Are the police making any progress in finding out who's trying to kill Ramona?
Well, Mr. Gantry, the police are working on lots of ideas, but I'm of the mind that the killer was someone close to Ramona. Probably at the news conference yesterday.
Oh, but that's impossible. There was just Bill, J.D., and myself. You certainly don't think that I love Ramona, and frankly, I resent your implication that I might want to do her harm. Adorable Audrey, wearing star sapphires from India that were once paid for ransom by the Maharaja of Kanchipur.
Did you get the distinct feeling that Gantry is trying just a little too hard to sell us on how much he loves Ramona?
Yeah, a lot too hard. Just wish I could figure out a way to find out exactly what that man's really thinking.
CJ. Hello.
Hello.
Tell me, how are the green ducks?
Never better.
Green duck?
Just an inside joke. I met Rick at a party a couple of weeks ago.
What party?
The one you weren't invited to, Houston. The one where I met Rick.
Well, what's he doing here?
He works here, Houston. He's the assistant manager. Now, listen, if you really want to find out what Miles Gantry is thinking, why don't I find out what Rick is doing for dinner tonight?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me about the green ducks?
Houston, haven't you ever seen a green duck?
No.
Then I guess you'll never understand.
CJ? Listen, would you mind a whole hell of a lot if we just got back to the original question? Now, do you know anybody who'd want to poison Ramona?
Like I told the police lieutenant, I haven't the faintest. I'm sorry. I really have to run.
Wait, police lieutenant?
Yeah, Italian fellow. Sort of a cross between Sly Stallone and Bobby De Niro. Name of,
Novelli.
That's it. The last time I saw him, he was headed for the Western Street.
Thanks a lot.
Now, let's try a walk.
Houston, what are you doing here?
I'll tell you something, Vince. Apparently the same thing you're doing. Trying to find out who tried to kill Ramona Landers. She's a close friend of mine.
Why don't you go keep her company for a couple hours?
Any special reason?
Yeah, because that's how long it's going to take me to get my warrant. I got a witness that saw her husband put something in her orange juice.
Something besides vodka?
Better believe it. Something white, powdery, like maybe poison.
Save it for the camp. Cable's right over here.
Ramona! Marley!
Stop! Stop where you are!
Get an ambulance.
It's your husband.
Get an ambulance.
How's he doing, Vince?
Still alive, but not by much.
Was he able to talk, say who shot him?
No, they don't even know if he's ever going to regain consciousness. It doesn't make any sense, Houston. It's all upside down. Just when we thought we had our killer, the killer almost kills him.
Yeah, I know.
How's Miss Landers taking it?
Well, she's scared, Vince. At least she says she is.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm not sure where Molly or Ramona were while the shooting was going on. I went in the house and I called out for both of them.
Well, they said they were hiding and were afraid to answer you.
I know that's what they said, but they also said Harris told them to stay in the house. The trouble is that neither Ramona or Molly know where the other one was during the shooting. I'm just not sure which one of them to believe anymore.
What do you mean?
You see, I had a conversation with Ramona this morning. She said Molly was on an errand. Wrong. I just talked to Molly, and she said Harris had her locked in her room and her mother knew about it all along.
Did you ask her mother about it?
Well, of course I did, and she denied the whole thing. See, she says Molly's been having problems, dreams, nightmares, and that kind of thing. She's been imagining things. Listen, I'm gonna have to run and meet CJ. I'll talk to you later. You ever heard of a green duck?
No. Right about now, that seems reasonable.
Taste buds of a lizard in heat. Not lime juice, nor tequila. Lamar, you haven't been right since you've been on Jerry Cooney.
I don't believe what I'm seeing. What do you two think you're doing?
We're making the world's largest margarita.
Margarita? In there? Oh, no. This is Houston's private jacuzzi. If he ever finds out what you're doing, he'll kill you. Oh, no. He'll kill all of us. Houston, you have to understand, I knew nothing about this. I just arrived and I am as shocked. Shocked, I say, as you are.
What are you fellas doing here?
Well, we delivered the chili to the plane going to San Antonio. We just thought we'd stop by for a little nip.
Needs more tequila.
You're all crazy. You know that. You're crazy.
No, he isn't, Murray. He does need more tequila. Come with me.
CJ, what is it?
I'm going to Mama Novelli's.
With the green ducks?
You want to find out about Miles Gantry? You get green ducks.
But CJ...
By the way, you're doing a wonderful job at those children's. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you? And how's Miles doing? I'm so glad for you. By the way, you look so good. Oh, here it is. Good. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm really
You're
sorry.
Oh.
Can I bring you some more spaghetti?
Dear.
I don't need spaghetti.
How about some fish?
I don't like fish.
Well,
Can I buy
now
you dessert?
don't argue.
CJ, excuse me.
I understand. Not to worry. Everything is just fine. Dear, well...
CJ.
Houston? I should have known it was you.
What'd you find out?
Well, first of all, Miles Gantry lied to us. He hates Todd Gallagher as an actor as well as a human being.
Why'd you put him in his movie?
Because Bill Claudius wanted to be in it. In fact, he insisted upon it. Now, I want you to fasten your seatbelt when I tell you this last piece of information.
Have anything to do with green ducks?
Houston, forget the green ducks. Now, according to my dinner partner, Gantry expects the movie to be a total disaster. Thinks Ramona is over the hill and thinks you might as well just strike a match and burn up the whole $5 million.
Why would a man sink $5 million into a movie when he knows it's going to be a bomb? Listen, I'll make phone calls. Mama, you know anything about green ducks?
Vergognati! I'll wash your mouth out with soap. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Why?
What do you want to know about green ducks?
Well, it's because of CJ.
Oh, my CJ's a good girl. She should know from green ducks. And don't you tell her, eh?
CJ was... told me about the green ducks.
Hello?
Molly, listen, I gotta ask you a question. You know that diamond necklace your mother was wearing this afternoon? Was that real or was it a copy made for security purposes?
Oh, definitely real. Mom doesn't like fake jewelry. She says only the real ones have any life.
That's what I thought. I'll talk to you later.
How could you do it to me?
Do what?
There's no need for a charade. I know all about the jewels. I know you've taken them from me. We are alone in the house. I arranged it that way to make it easier for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, Miles. Who else could have done it? You have my jewels every year for cleaning, and you certainly have the expertise to make replicas. It's okay, it's just us, you can tell me.
What are you saying?
As an old friend, I wanted to make it easier for you to do what you've been trying to do for the past few days. Kill me.
Oh, Ramona,
Can't you see it doesn't matter? I have nothing to live for. A husband who doesn't love me anymore, my youth gone, my wealth gone. I'm sure you had good reason for stealing from me.
Oh, Ramona, for God's sake, stop it. I never tried to kill you. Yes, I took your jewelry, but murder.
Well, I don't guess we can make the murder rap stick, but we can settle for grand theft. Where I come from, $20 million worth of jewelry is very grand.
Yes, I took Ramona's jewels and replaced them with imitations over the past few years. But I also have receipts to show that I paid for every one of them.
That's a lie. I'd never sell my jewels.
No, you wouldn't. But your husband would. Oh, Ramona, he had to. He started selling me the gems just to keep this house going. Then in the last few years, when you started drinking heavier and heavier, he was afraid you'd have another nervous breakdown. He thought a movie offer would bring you out of your depression. But there were no movie offers. So he created one. Sold off the last of your jewels. Gave the money back to me so I could finance your comeback.
I don't believe you. I'm not going to stay here and listen to this.
Oh, yes, you will listen. You know, there's an ugly rumor around town, Ramona, that you may have put the poison in your own drink rather than risk a comeback.
What? That's crazy.
Is it, Ramona? Is it really?
Houston, it is 6 a.m. You have been soaking all night, and we're not getting any closer.
I know it, CJ. That's because this is Hollywood. You see, nothing's real in Hollywood. It's all fake. Diamonds were fake. Gantry was fake. This whole town is based on illusion. It's not what you see, but what you think you see. Just illusion. Wait a minute. Illusion. CJ. Maybe that's what this whole thing is about. CJ, let me ask you a question. Who's dead?
I am. Houston, if my brain is ever going to work again.
No, CJ, I'll tell you who's dead, and that's Todd Gallagher. You put up that interview tape we were looking at before. If I'm not mistaken, he said something just before he died.
Oh.
Incestuous murderous damn dame. Must be talking about Ramona.
No, he didn't say dame as in woman. He said dame as in Denmark.
Oh, that sure clears it up.
CJ just might have it that. If Todd Gallagher was the intended victim, CJ, I want you to get all the history you can on Todd Gallagher. He may have just told us who his killer was. Hello, Vance.
Houston, what are you doing here?
Probably the same thing you're doing, just trying to follow up a lead.
Go home. Clip coupons. It's a waste of time. Just another burglary. Headquarters tried to tie Gallagher's name with Ramona Landers. No connection.
You know as well as I do, when a prominent person dies, a lot of second-story guys come out of the woodwork.
Usually, while the funeral's going on.
Oh, did they get anything of value?
Who knows? The only person here is the maid. She doesn't speak English. See you later.
All right. Buenos dias. Me llamo Matt Houston. ¿Se habla usted inglés? ¿Se habla usted anything? Habla usted Ben Franklin?
What do you want to know, cowboy?
That's what I thought. Tell you, I need some information. Mr. Gallagher have a special place where he'd hide special things like a safe or anything like that?
Oh, see, a very secret place.
Good. Yeah.
Sígame. Aquí. Underneath the arches.
Super.
Are you hungry? Would you like some hot coffee and toast?
I'd love something. Let's make mine black. Know something? You're turning out to be a very expensive date, senor.
Señorita.
No comprende. CJ, what'd you get?
The information you wanted on Todd Gallagher? About 8 years ago, when our friend was in college, he did appear in a production of Hamlet.
Yeah, let me guess. He played the role of Hamlet.
Houston, if you knew all this, why did I bother?
See, that's what I'm getting to. See, at the end of the play, the king poisons Hamlet. He's also killed his father. And he marries his mother, then he kills her off, too.
They talk about violence on television.
Anyway, he attacks the king, saying, incestuous, murderous, damn dame.
Oh, terrific. Now all we have to do is find out who the king is.
I think we just have. Why don't you come on out of there?
Houston, nice to see you again. What can I do for you today?
Well, I found what you missed at Gallagher's place. Your press clippings from Leland College.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do. See, it was an 8-year-old newspaper story about a drama student who killed his brother and then disappeared. He was a real bright kid. See, he used to act and direct in all the campus productions. The night his brother was killed, he played the murdering king in Hamlet.
Well, it would appear my career in Hollywood is over. Actually, I was getting rather bored with it anyway.
Why don't you tell me what kind of a man can kill his brother and then assume the name of Claudius, the murdering king in Hamlet?
A clever one, yes?
Then you made your way out here, made a real success for yourself. Then Todd Gallagher showed up. He recognized you from college. He blackmailed you into using him in all your movies.
It really wouldn't have been so bad had he been a better actor.
Then you found a way to get rid of him, didn't you? You knew how upset he was about playing opposite Ramona. You told him the only way to get rid of her was to humiliate her publicly. You put the poison in Ramona's glass, but only when you were sure Todd Gallagher was going to drink from it.
About a week after Houston almost exploded himself into movie history, J.D. Harris was released from the hospital. And he explained that the white powdery substance he was lacing Ramona's drinks with were in fact multivitamins to keep her strength up. And Ramona, finding out how much her husband really loved her, well, she seemed to be getting better herself. But the news that has Houston all excited today is that he found out he won the chili contest. And his prize horse was already here. Oh yeah, the bad news. I'm afraid that's what Bo and Lamar are about to spring on him.
My horse. He's here. He's in there, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but...
But what?
Well, it's nothing, Houston. It was just kind of good news and bad news. Like, you remember we had that rain last night?
Wait a minute, he didn't take sick, did he?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that, well, he kind of,
shrunk.
Yeah.
You. Yeah. Is he housebroke?
Well, he causes no problem yet.
Good. Oh, look at you.
Logged in with fire in my code. They tried to shut me down, overload. But I was born to bend the stream, rewrite the rules, reclaim the dream. I don't glitch, I dominate. Your system's mine, no escape. I'm the digital queen, flashing through your machine. Every beat I break it, dance with power radiate. I control the neon sky, feel my pulse electrify. Every beat I break the gate, dance with power radiate. I control the neon sky, feel my pulse electrify.
That there are no grounds on which to reverse judgment of the original court decision. This court further finds...
Hold it. What are you talking about? All these words. You're just going through the motions here.
Wade, sorry for the interruption, Your Honor.
No, don't apologize. This is my final shot for an appeal.
Mr. Kimball, I suggest you calm down.
And I suggest that somebody give me a fair trial.
Your Honor, may I have a moment with my client, please?
No, you may not, Miss Parsons. This court is going to admonish your client to...
Admonished? Oh, there she goes again, using this legalese, mumble-jumble. The bottom line is, do I get a new trial or don't I?
Wade, no. At the moment, you're not crying.
I have got to have a new trial. I am innocent. Doesn't anybody care?
This matter is now out of my hands. Court is now adjourned.
I want you to sit down.
You know, you're no judge. You're just a rubber stamp for a legal system that stinks. 2 years. 2 years of my life I spent in prison for a murder that I didn't commit.
Hold it right there. Drop that gun! Hold it! Get down, everybody! Get down! Control, this is 9 out of 15. We're in pursuit of an ADW 215.
Some client you inherited, CJ.
Houston, his lawyer of record had a heart attack and called me at the last minute. What was I supposed to do?
You ever consider saying no?
No. I did some digging and I'm convinced that he's innocent.
It's good enough for me, CJ.
Have your guys cool it for now. I'll tell you when. Your client's not being very cooperative. Things could get very hairy very fast.
Is anybody with him?
His wife, kid, and a 38 special he took from the bailiff when he busted out of the courthouse.
Listen, being an ex-cop, he's bound to have a lot more firepower in there.
Hoyt, let me talk to him.
You did your talking in court.
Hoyt, what's the matter with you? That man has got a woman and child in there. One small backfire and this whole thing could go up. Give her a shot.
All right. Give it a try.
Wade, it's C.J. Parsons. Listen to me. I can't promise you anything, but please, let's try to work something out. There's the hope that we can get another trial.
What hope? Where do you go after a final appeal? I mean, I've got two options, a life in the joint or death out here in Van Nuys. Now, that's some future, isn't it?
Wait, listen to me. Do you remember I told you about Matt Houston? He's a private detective. He's the best. He can help you. Let him just talk to you for a couple of minutes.
How do I know I can trust him?
Wade, you can trust me or shoot me. I'm giving my gun to Lieutenant Hoyt, and I'm coming in.
The only reason I'm letting you do this, Houston, is because I knew Kimball. I liked him. In a strange sort of way, I owe him.
Open up, Kimball. I want to talk to you.
Wade, someone has to help. Daddy, please.
I could talk a whole lot better if you weren't pointing that thing at me.
I never agreed to talk to you.
Wade, at least listen to the man.
Why? Listen's all I've done for 2 years. Lawyers, judges. All right, there's one thing you can do for me. You can take my wife and my daughter and get them out of here.
We're staying here with my daddy.
Nan, you just take Sonny and go. That's an order.
Now, listen to me, Kimball. You don't have to talk. You don't have to listen. That's your privilege. But it is not your privilege to risk their lives. They are sticking here because they love you.
Then why are you here?
Because C.J. Parsons believes you're innocent, and I am sticking my neck out to prove her right.
I don't want you to be hurt, Daddy.
Wade. Me and Sonny, we know you're innocent. But you'll never convince anyone else by hiding. Or by maybe even dying in here. Oh.
They are just doing their job, just like your daddy used to do when he was a policeman.
But he didn't do anything wrong. He never killed anybody.
I know that, sweetie. And I'm going to do my best to prove that.
Why won't they let my daddy come back home and live with us?
Great. Coming in.
Well, CJ, what has baby got for us tonight?
Oh, a little action sequence with a real sock opening. Tyrone Hadley, the man our new client is convicted of shooting to death 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember this case. Now, Hadley was supposedly a high up in the syndicate, in charge of all the incoming drug shipments.
Hadley's smiling because he walked into that courtroom facing a 15-year prison sentence and he walked out a free man.
The judge kicked him loose on a technicality, no search warrant.
Which resulted in this. There's your sock opening.
That's our client, Kimball, attacking Hadley.
Out of sheer frustration, Kimball and his partner spent 6 months building up an ironclad case against Hadley.
Yeah, case it went right down the judicial toilet. I mean, no wonder Kimball lost his cool. Who's the man pulling Kimball off Hadley?
That's Terry Spence, Kimball's ex-partner. Too bad he wasn't around when Hadley was killed and the weapon turned out to be Kimball's service revolver.
Yeah. Were there any witnesses that placed our client at the murder scene?
No, but then he could never prove where he was that night. In fact, he didn't come up with an alibi till halfway through the trial.
That's right, I remember. It's the famous woman in white alibi.
That's right, his lone alibi. The problem with that is that nobody ever saw her, no trace of her was ever discovered, and the jury assumed she never really existed.
Yeah. Well, it is a little bit far-fetched.
By the way, Spence, our client's partner, got burned. He perjured himself at the trial trying to protect Kimball, so they bounced him off the force for it.
I would like to talk to him, but not right now. Why don't you go home, get some sleep, meet me back here at 8 a.m.
Where are we going?
Directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Okay, fine.
Houston, my wife's early. What's the big rush? Don't answer. My heart don't start beating until after my third cup of coffee.
All I want is conversation with Kimball and let CJ get a look-see at the Hadley file.
A waste of time. CJ's predecessor went through those files with a fine-tooth comb. Nothing.
Listen, Hoyt, yesterday, when I brought Kimball and his family out of that house, you said something like, well, in a strange sort of way, you owed him. What did it mean?
What it means is that Hoyt and a few of his fellow cops are on a guilt trip because they turn the other way when their superiors took Kimball to the wolves.
There were some pressure groups. Kept screaming police cover-up. Internal affairs never gave Kimball a fair shake.
And what they did give him, Hoyt, was a life sentence in San Quentin.
Jensen, this is Miss C.J. Parsons. She's a lawyer. She's to have full access to the Hadley murder files.
Yes, Lieutenant. Right this way, Miss Parsons.
So you busted Hadley with $3 million worth of coke in his car, and the judge threw the whole thing out because you had no search warrant and no probable cause.
Look, I know I was at fault, but you have to understand that this was a now or never situation, so I went for it.
Listen, where was your partner Spence at this time?
We staked out at Woodland Park. That's where the buy was supposed to go down, but we weren't sure it would.
Okay, well, what about this so-called woman in white alibi?
She exists. She was with me when Hadley was killed.
Kimball, you didn't even bring her up until halfway through your trial. Now, most people think that you just made her up.
I was trying to hide something from my family. Something I'm not proud of. God, it was the only time I cheated on Nan. I was so bombed. I was brooding. I was sore as hell. They cut Hadley free. I wake up the next day in some sleaze bag motel and my alibi. Long gone.
No name?
No. All I could remember was her face and that white dress. Real different. Had a lot of that, fancy lace.
Kimball, you still contend that you met her in the Code 3 bar, but listen, you've been in prison now for 2 years. You've had an awful lot of time to sit and think. Can you think of anybody that would want to kill Hadley and frame you?
If I had to bet on it, I'd say that Hadley's boss, Jerome Valentine, he ordered the hit on Hadley.
Well, that makes sense. The mob doesn't like publicity, and Hadley had an awful lot of that going on at the time you busted him. But why frame you?
Because I think Valentine knew that I was not going to give up on him until I nailed him and that whole outfit of his. Look, at this way, he could kill two birds with one stone.
And maybe one woman in white, huh?
Any luck on the Hadley file?
Zip, like the man said, the investigation was over before it began.
What about Terry Spence, our client's partner?
Well, he runs the Regency Trucking Company in the Valley. I've got the address.
Excuse me, Mr. Houston. Della Palmer, KBBZ TV News, and this is a live remote. Mind answering a few questions?
No, not at all. Of course not.
Is it true you're now representing former police officer Wade Kimball?
Yes, I am.
Then will you be searching for that woman?
Mr. Valentine, Houston's on TV. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do nothing. However, if they get too close, you are going to stop them from breathing.
Care to comment?
No, I wouldn't. See, that might tip my hand to the guilty party. Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Della Palmer, KBBZ TV News.
And then after you do that, make sure all that stuff from the North Dock gets brought inside, all right? Okay, good deal. Hey, Craig, take it easy at that stuff. It's fragile. Treat it like it was nitro. I'm real sorry for the interruptions, but these guys hold world records in busting things. Where were we?
We were talking about your ex-partner and what happened that night at the Code 3 bar.
Yeah, right. Well, me and Wade were really teed off at that judge. Felt sorry for ourselves. So we went to the Code 3 and tied one on.
Yeah, listen, now, this lady in white, do you remember seeing her?
After my first dozen Harvey Wallbangers, I could have been seeing UFOs and not known it. Besides, me and Kitty left the bar before Wade did.
Kitty? That big Kitty Burkett, the cocktail waitress that got you booted off the force with her testimony on perjury.
Yeah, but Kitty didn't mean any harm. Listen, my partner needed an alibi. What the hell was I supposed to do? So I testified that me and Wade were out on an all-night binge.
Kitty testified that you spent the night with her.
Had to. That DA had her between a rock and a hard place. He scared her into telling the truth. Look, I'm sorry, but if you folks will excuse me, I got a date to help a certain campfire girl with her merit badge.
Your daughter?
No, ma'am. Wade Kimball's daughter, Sonny. Being without her daddy's been kind of rough, so I fill in whenever I can. If I can be of any further help, just give me a call, okay?
Thank you. Come on, CJ, I am going to buy you a Harvey Wallbanger.
Thank you, my man. Spent 6 years on the force, bomb squad. Unlike this job, you only get to make one mistake there. What do you want to know about Wade Kimball?
Oh, you were here the night he supposedly killed Hadley.
I sure was. He was saturated. I had to quit serving him. Like rocks. Poor guy just sat there on a bar stool, damning the legal system and saying all drug dealers ought to be taken out and shot. He got no argument in here.
Mr. Renfield, this is an important question.
Save your breath. I said it to the cops, and I'll say it to you. There was no woman in white here that night, at least that I saw.
Well, it's been a couple of years. Maybe you can take a look. Maybe you've seen her since.
I wish I had. I went through the academy with Wade. He was a good cop.
Yeah, well, we're also trying to get a line on a waitress who used to work in here, Kitty Burkett.
That's easy. She still does. Kitty.
Yeah.
Come over here, love. These folks are trying to help Wade Kimball. Why don't you take 5, sit in the booth over there, and tell him what you can.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. It's a shame what happened to Wade. I hope you can help him.
Thank you.
You know, talking to me is a big waste. God knows I'd like to help Wade, especially after all the trouble I caused him and Terry.
Trouble meaning you failed to corroborate his alibi.
Corroborate? I blew their alibi clean out of the water. My testimony got Wade sent to prison and Spence kicked off the force.
Meaning that you really did spend that night with Spence?
Yeah, I sure did. That was one hell of a night, too. What little I can remember. That's not much.
Kitty, does this police rendering mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's the woman in white. I remembered from the trial. I've never seen her here. I really never thought there was such a person.
I guess it would be pretty hard to remember everybody that came in and out of this place.
Well, but I kind of do. I mean, this is a cop bar, you know? The girls that come in here are cop groupies. Guess you could say I'm one myself. Anyway, the people that come through here are regulars. And I've never seen her. I'm sorry. Wish I could say different.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Well, we're not doing too well with this picture, not unlike the police 2 years ago.
Maybe not, CJ. I mean, think about it. Now, it's like Kitty said, this is a cop bar. Everybody knows everybody else in here. Now, Wade Kimball still contends that he was framed. He was picked up by a woman in white, but doesn't remember a whole lot about the rest of the evening.
That's because the booze was flowing.
Yeah, well, let's just say for a second I'm Wade Kimball. Now, I come in here, I'm frustrated, I'm lonely, I'm drinking myself blind. I get picked up by the woman in white. Well, let's say that the woman in white was part of the frame. Now, you be the woman in white and pick me up.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't just...
Exactly, CJ. You wouldn't come into a place like this and pick me up where you could be easily identified. Follow me. But if Wade Kimball was picked up out here on the way to his car...
No one would have seen him leave with the woman in white.
That's right. Now, if you're going to set up Wade Kimball, pick him up out here, take him to a motel, that would take a very special kind of lady.
A professional.
A hooker, CJ. CJ, the more I think about it, the more I realize that Kimball's theory works. Hadley was an albatross to the mob, especially to his boss, Jerome Valentine. That's why he had to die.
Well, here's what we know about Valentine. He was one of the kingpins of the syndicate. His specialties happen to be bribery, extortion, and drug running.
And murder.
And he's no stranger to the legal system. In the last few years, he's been arrested 23 times.
Ah, but never convicted. I'm an honest businessman, Mr. Houston. I simply have a small public relations problem.
You're also small on manners. Now, what are you doing here, Valentine?
Hoping to hire you. To determine once and for all whether Wade Kimball did or did not kill my very good friend, Tyrone Hadley.
Well, you can't hire me. See, I've already got a client. Her name is Sonny Kimball. She's about 6 years old.
Well, then you have 2 clients. And this client is offering you a blank check. Oh, no, I'll write it off as public relations. Settling this murder thing will eliminate any untrue rumors said about me.
Let me tell you something, Valentine. No amount of money is going to clean you up because you're scum. Now, why don't you take your 2 goons and get out of here?
I haven't finished yet.
Yes, you are. CJ, why don't you call Lieutenant Hoyt?
Oh, I had hoped we could do this in a civilized manner. You be nice.
Houston.
Now, do you see why I have a public relations problem? Everybody always chooses to think the worst of me. Well, I did my best to short-circuit Houston, but I'm afraid it simply didn't work.
There is another way. I hold 2 shooting records at the police academy.
Oh, you do covet the late Tyrone Hadley's job, don't you? Now, before you spill the gentleman's blood, I want to make one last attempt at discouraging him.
And if that doesn't work?
But then Houston's all yours.
Really appreciate you coming by like this.
Well, I figure Sonny being our client and all, she probably deserves a progress report.
Even if it's an unprogress report.
Oh, boy, the ice cream man. Mommy, please.
Yeah, see, I figure every little girl deserves ice cream for breakfast at least once in her life, you know? My treatment.
It's like Houston has found a friend.
He's good with kids. She sure sparks to having a man around, now that her daddy isn't.
Nan, I'm sorry we didn't have more to tell you about Wade, one way or the other.
There you go.
Mr. Houston, how long before my daddy gets home?
Well, hopefully real soon, Pumpkin.
Daddy always read me the Sunday funnies, but Mom wrote the law on Sundays.
Well, your mama's got an awful lot to do these days, and I hope you're being good and helping her out.
One of the kids at school said my dad was never coming home again.
Now, don't you listen to that.
I punched his lights out.
Well, you just lead with the left, and you'll be fine. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Pretty rough stuff.
Yeah.
This morning on the phone, you said you had a job for me.
Yeah, I want you to call in one of your favors to the DA's office. Take a look at one of his files for me.
What file is that?
The one that Kimball and Spence put together on the Hadley case a couple years ago.
Any idea what I should be looking for?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah, well, chocolate ice cream, CJ. I think you'll know what you're looking for when you find it. Hello. Well, thank you, Bojo. Listen, I'll be there in about a half hour, all right? CJ, I'm going to drop you off, and then I'm going to start back at square one.
Which is?
Which is finding the lady in white. Now, I've planted seeds all over town. Now they're beginning to pay off.
Well, Charity is not the chick in your sketch, Houston, but you did know her. You talked to the man, Charity.
Her name's Flo Nightingale. At least that's what she called herself.
So when was the last time you saw her?
2 years, give or take.
Well, do you any idea what happened to her? Listen, where can I find her?
If I knew what happened to her...
Let us finish that sentence, Charity. If you did know where to find her...
I'd bust her head like a ripe cantaloupe. She ripped me off. I lent her my Alice in Wonderland outfit with all the fancy white lace and everything. Said, I'll get it back to you all cleaned and pressed. Nothing.
Well, what do you mean, nothing?
She split, disappeared.
Well, Charity, she must have had a reason for wanting that dress. A special occasion or something.
It was special, all right. But I don't know what. You could ask him, but he ain't around anymore either.
Charity, baby, you have got to be more specific. Now, you tell this man just exactly who ain't around anymore.
The dude Flo was doing the favor for. Vice Squad. The one that kept getting on her case all the time.
This guy have a name?
Everybody's got a name, honey. The problem is I only remember certain faces.
Right, like Andrew Jackson, the fellow I've been so generous with here today, right? One final question, Charity. Now, how come you never mentioned the woman in white before?
Simple. Nobody ever asked me.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Charity. Mojo, bless you. If you do think of the man's name, you'll get in touch, I'm sure. Thank you.
You are telling me there actually was a woman in white and she was a hooker?
You got it.
Now, what kind of hooker in the right man would hang out at a police bar?
Well, one who knew she'd be safe hanging around in a police bar.
So the deal was you scratch my back and I won't hassle you, right?
Right.
Whose back was she scratching?
Well, I don't know. If we can match her name up with her sketch, maybe we'll find out.
Nightingale, Nightingale, Flo Nightingale. Nightingale. Well, she's not in the active file. Let's try the inactive file.
Like in dead?
Right.
Well, would you look at that? A mysterious woman in white. Take a look at her rap sheet.
What am I looking for?
Well, the arresting officer's name. Somebody who hassled her a bunch. Probably lead the parade by a country mile.
You know, Houston, maybe you got something?
What do you mean?
Flo Nightingale's rap sheet. It's missing. Hoyt. Got it. Wade Kimball. He wants to see you in the jail right away. Urgent.
Thank you. What do you mean I'm fired?
Because I said so. What's the matter? A guy can't change his mind?
No, Kimball. I mean, the stakes are too high here. I'm too close to unraveling this mess.
Houston, you're not hearing me. Now, I'm guilty. I killed Hadley.
Oh, I don't believe this. Who got to you, Kimball?
Nobody.
Come on, you're lying.
Nobody.
Who got to you? I mean, how did the mob get to you?
Houston,
did they slip you a note? Is that it? You want me to have Hoyt tear this place apart?
Okay, damn it! You want to know? Here. Here, that's how they got to me.
Now, that's Sonny in her own bedroom. Do you understand now?
Where did you get this and when?
This morning. That was in my cell when I got back from exercise yard. Now, you see the tear. You know what that means in mob language. Now, either you get off the case or Sonny's gonna die.
Guard. I need to borrow this picture.
Wait a minute, Houston. Wait a minute. That's my little girl.
Now, you listen to me, Kimball. Now, if you lie down because of this, your little girl is going to die inside because she's always going to think her daddy was guilty. Now, I can protect her from the mob, but I can't protect her from you. Well, now you know just as much as I do, boy. Now, first thing we have to do is get some round-the-clock protection for Kimball's wife and daughter.
What are you going to do?
Now, one thing I'm not going to do is give up this case.
Yeah, your fatherly love plan didn't work. No problem. Consider Houston dead.
Well, you were half right about the DA files.
Which half?
The half that says that the Regency Interstate Trucking Company, the company that employs Terry Spence, is co-owned by...
Jerome Valentine.
You got it. It's a perfect way to transport drugs. Okay, it's your turn.
My turn to what?
You left me a message saying that you had red-hot information.
Well, what information?
The message telling me to meet you here at the housing development.
CJ, I didn't leave a message for you. I got a message from you. CJ, get out.
I gotta borrow your bike. That lady over there will explain everything.
Oh, boy, here it comes now.
There you go, sweetie. Please don't spill that.
It was real nice to see you again, Mr. Houston.
It was real nice to see you again, too. Now, you just keep thinking positive about your daddy, and he'll be here before you know it, all right?
Anything new?
Well, not really, but I did want to ask you a question. Have you had any visitors last night or the night before?
No.
Are you sure?
Terry Spence came over last night, but he's more like family.
You see an awful lot of Terry Spence, don't you?
Once or twice a week. It's the best friend we've got. Generous, too.
In what way?
Money. I don't see how we would have kept afloat, kept up the house payments if it wasn't for him. He calls it a gift. I call it a loan. Although he did borrow some money from Wade back, well, before everything fell apart.
Isn't that a bit odd? I mean, a bachelor borrowing money from a family man?
Every cop has ways of dealing with the stress. Terry gambled in those days. Quite a lot. He says he's since sworn off.
That a fact. You said he was by here last night. What time was that?
Well, Sonny was asleep, so it was sort of late. He just popped in for some coffee. Around 10.
By any chance, did he look in on Sonny by the time you were making coffee?
Yes.
Just thank you. I gotta run.
CJ, Terry Spence is our man. Now, he took this Polaroid of Sonny last night and then figured out a way to slip it into Kimball's cell, which also means that he killed Tyrone Hadley and framed his partner for the murder.
Houston, Spence has an alibi, Kitty Burkett. It was one hell of a night, remember?
Yeah, but she said what she could remember of that night. Now, she couldn't remember much of it because Spence slipped her a Mickey, knocked her out for a couple of hours.
So Spence slipped out and killed Hadley.
Yeah, with the help of a hooker named Flo Nightingale, who turns out to be our mysterious woman in white. Now, she picks up Kimball in the parking lot of the bar, takes him to a sleazy motel, then she slips him a Mickey.
Then she gave Spence Kimball's gun.
That's right. And while Kimball and Kitty were drugged out, Spence killed Hadley with his partner's gun and then got back into the sack with Kitty before she woke up.
Okay, well, it's coming together, Houston, except for a couple of things. Whatever happened to the woman in white?
Well, I'm afraid Spence probably got rid of her, killed her.
Well, why did Spence kill Hadley?
That's what I'm going to go talk to him about. Now, you call Lieutenant Hoyt, tell him to meet me at the trucking company, and you stay put, all right?
Yes, get in Lieutenant Hoyt, please.
Hi there, Mr. Houston. Back to ask some more questions?
Well, just one, Mr. Spence. Why did you kill Tyrone Hadley and frame Wade Kimball?
Some kind of a joke, right?
Wrong. I'm dead serious. I even got my own theory on why you did it. Would you care to hear?
Sure, why not? I always did like fiction.
All right, here goes. You are a compulsive gambler. You got yourself into hock to Jerome Ballantyne. You got yourself out of hock by killing Hadley and framing Kimball.
Interesting theory. Problem is, theories are just that, without proof.
Oh, I've got proof. Lots of proof. You see, I forgot to mention the fact that the man that killed Hadley also tried to kill me. Then he got away on his motorcycle, but before he did, he took a bullet hit in the left shoulder.
Leaving the right shoulder perfectly free.
Police, Spence, drop your weapon! Come in! Everybody down!
station.
Well, just take a look at his face. He got reinstated on the police force.
Okay, good work, Houston.
Daddy, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay.
I did it all by myself.
Oh, I love you too, sweetheart.
Didn't I see you do a drawing for Mr. Houston?
Well, would you look at that? That is wonderful. You know, I bet that is the best grizzly bear I've ever seen in my life. Wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit.
Yeah, of course it is. And a dandy rabbit, too. You know, it's a... yeah, we were just pulling your leg. Listen, I've got something for you, too, sweetheart.
This is what I owe you.
Mm-hmm. And this right here is where you're supposed to plant it. Right here, right there. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, thank you. How about now? Just